Welcome back, Guardians. It's Diablo here, and today we're holding a competition for you guys, courtesy of Dark Lord's leader, Evo. And basically what we want you guys to be doing is leaving a comment in the comment section down here, just to let us know what's your favorite thing about Legacy of Discord. It could be anything. It could be as little as one of the costumes or something like this. Just leave it in the comment section, and one of you guys will be the winner of a $15 voucher for Google Play Redeem. Okay, if you're interested in that, leave a comment about what you think is the best thing about Legacy of Discord, and you could be a winner. Leave us your server ID and player ID, and I will be in touch with you personally. Okay, so that's thanks to Evo. Big shout out to him, big love. So now let's move on. A lot of the subscribers are actually asking about empowerment. A lot of the Guardians tend to forget about this. This is the empowerment section. As you are going along, as you are getting better pets, you're obtaining frags, you're activating things, you're leveling them up, you're boosting them up, it's always wise to come back to empowering, okay? Because you need to be socketing in the best of the best, okay? So usually I go with the red pets that I've been working on, and I just look at the BR and just try and sock it in whatever works out to be the strongest for me. In Divine at the bottom, Sinner, Pamphora and Zamach need to be socketed in. Everything else that you're seeing over here, you can socket in whatever you want. I've socketed in whatever I thought was my strongest pets, okay? I'm just going to quickly scroll down. If you do see one that I haven't seen, let me know. That's always a great help. But yeah, you need to be doing this, guys. Stay on top of this. Obviously these ones, read them as well, what they're good for. Increases damage of pets by 2%. I tend to put my strongest pets, well, I should change it really. I should change these around to be more effective. So the ones that are the strongest at giving damages, you would sock it in the first 4. And the last 2 on the right, therefore increasing duration of pets buffs by 4%, both of them, okay? So that's something that you need to take into account. I'm still waiting for the last one, exceptional pet empowering. I'm sure that will come in at a later stage for you, but definitely look into this and try and always stay on top of this one, guys. That's empowering. Pet tablets, again, the same as you're going through the process of powering up, leveling up your pets. You should always be trying to maintain some type of quality to your pets as well. So just gonna scroll down and see if I've got anything better than this to be socketing in right now. So as you see, I do like to experiment. It's not going to cost you a thing at all. It's always good to play around and see what you got at your disposal. And this all does rely on a few things. Let me just sock it back in the cat. Okay, let's go back here. What this is all based on, guys, if you haven't seen my other video, it's all about what the pet rank is. Okay, so how high you've evolved it to, and then after that it relies on the grace. Okay, it's not like the empowerment, which is a bit different. Empowerment is alone on the BR, the numbers. You select the best numbers, it's going to give you the best results. On pet tablets, it's a bit different. It relies on the rank of your pet and the grace of your pet, okay? It's a bit different. Okay, so that is that. Let's just quickly go through my account. Let's see what's going on. I do know that national PvP is coming very soon, guys, and in our little society we've done a little deal with SSJ God and his server, and they've decided to join us and United Kingdom with the flags, and we're all going to be fighting side by side. This is going to be very exciting times for us. I am going to be recording the footage, so please do keep an eye out for that one. Just going through my account, just taking a look at what's going on. It's all about the talent stones, to be honest with you. I don't really waste my time getting any of the equipments because I play plunder every day, 3 times a day. I tend to be quite active. I don't see any real point of me wasting my equipment collection chest on equipment when I could just be getting talent stones. So if you are getting equipment, in my advice, stop that and just try and be a bit more active and make up for it. Okay, we seem to have some pet frags here and there. Guys, there is a new ongoing event at the moment. The super sale is back on, so as you're buying stuff, you're going to be able to claim the price and the milestones. I believe if you're getting these Raging Souls, it may trigger off Super Tycoon in the Raging Soul section. If I go to my daily, so 820, I believe this is the case. Okay, let's see what's going on here. No problem. I believe what the rules are for the national PvP, people were asking. From our understanding is that the top 30 from each nation will be participating in this event to fight against each other. Okay, so in my opinion, if you're going to feel like you're not going to make that cut with the flag that you're in, and you would like to change your flag along with your friends and maybe go with a better option so you can also participate, maybe this is a great idea for you lot to do that. Okay, start communicating with each other and try to be involved as much as possible. Just going on to my fellowship. I think I was close to something nice here. There we go, guys. I had a little inkling, I had a little feeling, so I kept it behind for you guys. That's how you're meant to be doing your fellowship draws. This is a straight flush. It is the best of the rewards that you could be possibly obtaining. This will give me 200 diamonds and 2 shadow tickets. Before, it used to be much easier for me to be able to get what I'm looking for in terms of the current hand that I would be able to finish on. Nowadays I see that the computer does play little games, for example making it impossible for you to land what you want to, but the main aim, what I try to get, is either 4 of a kind, which gives me 1 shadow ticket, or a straight, which these days happens very rarely, but when it does, it's always great. So we're just going to go ahead with this again. Hopefully we're able to land another shadow ticket if possible. I'm going to go with the 2 hearts, the 3 of hearts and the 6 of heart. We've managed to locate an 8 of heart as well. I am being a bit cheeky trying to go for another straight flush, but I doubt it's going to happen. And yeah, I would stop on this one for now. Flush points, this will give me 100. Let's go again. Okay, let's go with the 2 and the 4. Keep that spinning. Hold the 5. We'll stop on that one for now. So it's not exactly what I was looking for, but it's building up the points to finish up on the 2 shadow tickets. So that's not a problem. Okay, I'll just quickly go through a few other things. So we've got 7 tickets remaining right now. Don't forget to be doing these, guys. You want to be moving through the shadow realms one by one. At the moment I tend to be blitzing these because my character is not strong enough to be beating the boss within the time limit. So that's something that I'm working on. So guys, also in the update, if you haven't seen my latest video that came out earlier on today, in the new update we had the advanced star down here at the bottom left. A lot of people are saying they're not able to see it. From my understanding is that every single one of your equipment here needs to be at level 20 and above. Okay, so that's something that you need to be working on. If it's not 20, it has to be 21, guys. I'm not too sure. Obviously, as soon as the updates happened, my account has appeared with this. But later on, we understood that a couple of people are not seeing this, so there must be a level or a milestone barrier for you to activate this feature. Okay, so keep an eye out for that one. Just gonna start spreading this around instead of just working on my weapon. Make it much more cost efficient for me and make my star shine bar at the top left hopefully fill up faster without using as much orc stone material. Just trying to maximize my BR because the situation is I'm rank 3 at the moment. The rank 4 guy, there used to be a massive gap. If you go a couple of videos back, you'll be able to see this. But in the recent, I would say, week or so, he's been heavily spending and trying to make up for the gap. So I believe he done quite well in the cooking event, and now he's attempting to win the Super Tycoon event. So if that's the case, he's going to be shooting right up to 3rd place, if not 2nd, or even contending for 1st, who knows. But we'll keep an eye on that in the following weeks to come. As I'm doing this, I'm actually thinking to myself, I hope they don't pull a cheeky one on the final day of Super Tycoon and do a little item hunt. That would definitely get me triggered. And now that I'm thinking about it, it seems like something they would do to me. Let me just go through here. Rank 4, rank 27. Let's work on this rank 4 a bit and bring it up. I'm sure I'm sitting on loads more chests that I can open up to get more orc stones, so that's something I will be working on at a later time by myself. This is what my Reforge is looking like, guys. Everything on the left tends to be full. What I started out working on when I started playing the game was work on weapon. That's the most important thing. Fill that up. You're going to be getting attack, element attack, and max HP. So that's all three of them are great for your BR. Also, I was working on necklace, which again is attack, element attack, and max HP again. And I was working on ring, which again for me was attack, element attack, and max HP. These three were my main priority, and as I brought them up, I started working on everything else in between, which was also great. And they have their own benefits like lightning resistance, personal defense, and stuff like that. You'll need that at a later date when you and your rivals are becoming much stronger and are getting into epic battles which are lasting for longer than, let's say, 10 seconds, okay? And a lot of more factors will go in, as opposed to who's got, you know, the sharper blade of knife. Do you know what I mean? So your regeneration of your HP and stuff like this, your direct points per second, your critical hits, your direct hits, your blocking, your dodging, stuff like this will come into play at a later date. 5 fires, guys. This is how mine is looking at the moment. I tend to save up my scrolls and wait for the tycoon event, which pops up, and at the same time as that event they'll have some type of 5 fire event, which if you are igniting you are rewarded, and at the same time whatever stones you're using up during that event you'll be given half that amount back to you, so that is good as well. Just going through my account real quick. One thing that I keep forgetting that they need to add into the daily blitz section, because it could be very easy for you to forget because you're blitzing it and it disappears with the exclamation mark. Do not forget Tower of Eternity, to go into this section and reset this. I actually need to be working on this again. It's been quite a while since I attempted Vengeful, but I'm sure I'll need to be a tad stronger before we start on that. Let's check out bounties real quick. Let's see what's going on. Yep, so upgrade 1 totem. We're going to take this on, guys. This might be interesting. I haven't worked on this for a very long time because it's a real drainer of gold. It takes up big stacks for very little return, to be honest with you. With that money, with that amount of gold, I could be putting it into anywhere and getting much more BR for my money. For example, gems. Working on gems is always a treat, but these days I've put the full handbrakes on totem. Might actually go with a cheaper option, try to find the lowest one. The 26 would be the cheapest. Let's just do that for now. Big love to this guy's twink, whoever that is and whoever that belongs to. Big thumbs up. Let's set out my bounty for everyone else. It's probably going to be something very common. My account tends to get very common things. Oh, it's a superior. That will be a change. Let's go back to totem and do this final one. Got 6 scrolls there too. This is just what I do on a daily basis, guys, is working on my BR. If I am going too fast for you, my apologies. You can always just rewind and watch again. make much of a difference. Let's see what the situation is with the costumes. Some people are telling me maybe you've got your Twilight on and that's the situation, but it's really not. It's not the situation. Yeah, buddy. Let's wear this one. Or let's not. Okay, as it's Super Tycoon, this is what I would typically be doing as well. Or Tycoon, doesn't make a difference. Sitting on 30.9k. Start smashing these light stones away. Star stones is what I'm really looking for. But trying to obtain that in here is a bit of a myth. You'll be lucky if you're getting top right to be available for you to obtain. Sometimes it will throw in a little pet stone or something that you don't even need, but it seems to be okay right now for me. That's what I'm talking about. If the guild store was just full of these, you would for sure be laughing. Like for example this, that really annoys me on the top right there, pet stone. Don't need to be there right now. I wish it was something else, but hey, it is what it is. And obviously I would work on this, but I'll do that later on. What I would advise you guys during this period of time, it might seem long, but during these events what I tend to do is go to loot, and I'll literally sit here no matter how long it takes, just clicking this refresh button, and what I'm looking for is Starstone, and Starstone only. Unfortunately, sometimes it will be your guild members, but it's nothing personal at all, because if you try to refresh and find someone else, you might be sat here another 20 minutes to 10 minutes just trying to find another one. So just don't take it personally, just keep refreshing. Super Enchant is good as well, but unfortunately it's not what I'm looking for. So in this case I would keep refreshing and refreshing until I keep coming across Starstones. Obviously I'm not going to keep you here, because there has been times where I'm sat here for half an hour, but for example here's another one. Unfortunately the same person again, who just so happens to be in my fellowship, so it's like I'm taking a chunk out myself as well. Anyway, so that's the process I'll do during this event as well. It's always a little thumbs up there. Let's take a look at what's going on, what's remaining. I've done daily scenarios. Make sure you're doing your daily quest every day, guys, because first of all, people are always asking, how do I make diamonds? How do I get diamonds, free diamonds? You need to be doing this every day, to be honest with you. That's the main priority. For example, just clicking on that to invite or share. This alone gives me 125 diamonds, and on the left is fill in the active points bar. Again, invite friends. You just click off the screen. Nothing physically happens, okay? You click on it, and again another 100 diamonds there. Okay, purchase stamina. Some of that diamonds reduced for this, for example. Just make sure you're doing this whole list, guys. It's very beneficial. Okay, I'll leave that to another day. And also, guys, the last thing, keep your eye out for the event for more divine hourglasses to become available to carry on working on this, and stay on top of your armament. Working on these top two are the easiest to do. Trying to get the orange, I need to carry on working on them, but I don't have no materials at this time. Just gonna go to awaken. Just having a quick glance. Trying to pile on the BR anywhere I can at the moment. And also guys, definitely stay on top of your Arcanite shop. It's very important. You'll be able to obtain materials through the Sky Realm doing your daily scenarios there, and it goes straight into your inventory, so might want to sit in here right now. So if you're not doing this already, I sometimes forget about it and it all builds up, but you shouldn't be really doing that. Stay on top of it. And there we go. Let's go to salvage and go into the shop like this. I'm just getting reference stones, but also the ones that say hot, they're the ones that I need right now. Obviously it tells you how many of them materials you have, and I just work away at it. Keep working away at these, and it's just definitely worth it. It's something that doesn't really cost you anything, just a bit of time and a patience, and it should work out very beneficial when you're coming to fight your opponent, and for example they've got higher BR than you, but all of your equipments are augmented to a higher quality and they're not able to beat you. That's that. Don't forget to be using your honor points. I've got loads all over the place I need to be working on, but right now you should be doing this. If you're looking to hit points on the Super Tycoon, guys, a lot of you lot are asking me. That's definitely what you need to be doing. So again guys, this has just been a brief one. And also for the competition of, if you want to win the $15 Google Play redeem voucher courtesy of Evo, just leave a comment of what's the best thing that you think about Legacy of Discord in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe.